guys, what's up? It's Abby, and today I'm going to be making a video on surviving high school. I didn't think those words were going to come out of my mouth for a long time because I'm kind of in denial of going back to school, but I just posted the second Be Here Now video, and that kind of made me realize that summer is almost over, and that is so scary for me because this summer has been so amazing and I am so not ready for it to be over. A few things that I should address in this video before I start. I'm wearing a bear thing. It's a blanket. I got it from H&M. It was kind of an impulse buy. It's a kid's blanket. It's not very long, but oh my gosh, it is so soft, and I bought it and it's cute and I wanted people to see it, so here it is. Also, I accidentally bought green eyeliner, and yeah, I'm wearing it because I spent money on it and I thought it wasn't going to show up on camera, but I'm pretty sure it is. Other thing, speaking of camera, the regular camera that I usually film on is having some issues, so I'm filming on a different camera, and it doesn't have a viewfinder where I can see myself live, so I'm probably out of focus and out of frame and just like out of control, you know? So those are things that are happening, but I'm just gonna get straight into the video. My overall tips for surviving high school, I would just say, are prioritizing and organizing. Organizing is just all about finding a system that works for you, and for me that means color coding. So I like to color code by class. For each class I get a binder of a certain color, and for this color it's history. History is blue, so I put all of my history handouts and homeworks in a blue binder, and I like to separate it by unit just so it's easier with these folders. And then also in that same color I get a notebook where I take all my, and I write all the important things down in blue pen just because it sticks out a little bit more and it goes along with the color coding, so it's just easier for me to memorize those things. Taking notes is super important to my learning, especially on a piece of paper by hand, because something about making that connection with your hand just really helps you learn, or at least helps me learn. So I would recommend that if you learn in a similar way that I learn. And then also at the end of the year, or at the end of the semester, I put all of my notes and important handouts and all that stuff in a blue file folder thing, which I put in my filing cabinet. And I have my notebooks and then important handouts and stuff I put in files which are separated by unit and by year. So that's a thing. Freshman year, when I was like super organized, I even put like an outline of things that we had learned. It was awesome. I respect my freshman year self a lot for being so organized. But yeah, and that's so great because keeping all of your notes and stuff just makes it so easy to go through when you have standardized tests or SATs or ACTs or finals or midterms, just to be able to look back at all that stuff that you've learned and just not be so stressed out by it because it's so organized. And for me that's so helpful because I really need to study if I want to do well. I can't just walk into a test and do well on it without preparing. My next thing is prioritizing. Prioritizing is different for everybody, as is organizing. For me, my priorities go a little bit like this. Physical health are first, because you know what, I need to be healthy more than I need to have good grades and stuff. And then right under that is being a good person, and this doesn't always mean going way out of my way to do something nice. This can just mean holding the door a little bit longer, picking something up for somebody who dropped something, or just smiling at someone, giving someone a compliment. Under being a good person, I put learning. And then under that, I put school, because for me, learning and school don't always go hand in hand. If I have only a half an hour or only 10 minutes of free time, I would rather go over the material that we did during school than do the homework, because I don't learn from doing the homework, I learn from looking over what we did during the day and just really letting it sink in. Homework is important to do, but it's not as important as really understanding everything. And some people learn from doing homework, but I just don't. So, and then under school I have hobbies. Because for me, hobbies are super important to building passions. At first, taking pictures and making videos was just like a wee bit of chunk of my life, and now I just love it. I've realized that it's super important to me. And then under hobbies, I have hang out with friends, because hang out with friends is so much fun and I enjoy it so much because I have great friends, but I need to make sure that I don't put hang out with my friends in front of school and in front of my passions and in front of being a good person. As much as I hope that I will never have to be apart from my friends, I know that after high school we're gonna go our separate ways, and it's so scary because I love the people that I'm friends with, but people are temporary, and the things that you learn and being a good person and being healthy are more important than people, you know? Just, you gotta focus on yourself. Wow, I'm so warm. This is so warm. And going along with friends, I think in high school it's super important to make the right kind of friends. Surrounding yourself with good people is a great way to develop your character as a good person. In order to do that, you have to put yourself out there, and that can be so scary. Sometimes you don't just fall into the right group of friends. Putting yourself out there is so scary for me. I'm a bit shy, and initiating conversation is terrifying for me. Sometimes I'll ask somebody their name and I'll be like so proud of myself and also terrified that I forget to hear what their name is, and then I feel terrible, but also kind of proud of myself because I initiated a conversation and I'll probably catch their name later, which is horrible. I shouldn't be sharing that, but it's a thing. I'm going to admit that I'm not perfect, so putting yourself out there doesn't have to be super drastic. You can just ask to sit next to somebody at lunch, or ask to borrow a pencil, or you can just be straight up and be like, hey, you know what, you seem like a really cool person, we should go grab lunch sometime together, or something like that. I don't know. How do you do that? I'm terrified of that, but go you if you do that. And to go along with making the right kind of friends, it's also about avoiding toxic people. Toxic people they're easy to come by in high school and even in middle school because everyone is trying to figure out who they are, and it's a hard time. It's really challenging, and sometimes people just get confused and get lost, and I think that's how they become toxic people. I think I've probably been a toxic person to someone, and I've definitely had toxic friends, but you can't fix people. They have to figure things out for themselves. If you're friends with a toxic person, or you know a toxic person, obviously be kind to them, be nice to them, but don't try to fix them because that's something they need to figure out for themselves. That's pretty much all I have because I don't know a ton about surviving high school because I'm still in it, so. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It was really hard for me to make because I'm so not ready to be going back to school. I'm obviously not an expert. I'm a junior, or I'm going to be a junior, so I don't know everything. So let me know in the comments, what are your tips for going back to school? Thank you so much for watching. Give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe. Bye!